everyone. I hope all is well with you today, and thank you for clicking on today's Pick a Card reading. So in this video, we're going to be looking at whether the person on your mind regrets what they did to you. Okay, so this could be about anybody, doesn't have to all be about romance. This could be about a friend, a colleague, co-worker, someone that you feel may have betrayed you or has done something you're wondering whether they regret. So all I need you to do is choose one of these 4 piles. As you can see today, I've actually numbered the piles, so we don't need to go through the pile selection, but feel free to pause the video here, take your time to choose the pile that feels right to you, the one that you feel the most drawn to. And once you're ready, you can go to the description box where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. You'll also find in the description box the link to my website, so if you are intrigued to have a personal reading with me, then that's where you'll find the information. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Okay, group number 1. Let's take a look at whether the person on your mind regrets what they did. Okay. We have flexible, angel of love, magician, and the mirror. Midheaven, Libra. Okay. So immediately I'm picking up something connected either to work or to a contract with Libra, because this can represent partnerships or contracts of some kind, but I say work because of the midheaven. Okay, so this could be connected to your career. This could be a colleague, co-worker, or someone you have a financial connection to. Okay, if it's not that, this could also be maybe this person embarrassed you in front of other people. Because what I'm drawn to is the fact that we've got the pinnacle here, which in astrology, this is the top point of the chart. And anything that's above that line, the ascendant-descendant line, shows what you put out there to the world, like what's happening above. Okay, everything below is what's happening below the surface, behind the scenes. But on top, it feels like, I don't know. So this could be something where other people witnessed something that they may have said or done to you. Because I get this kind of embarrassment, even a feeling of shame, or being worried about what other people think. Or it could even be something that affected your work, your career in some way. Okay, because this could be about reputation. If they may have said something that was derogatory against you, or not derogatory, I mean, it could be derogatory, but defamatory, that was the word I was thinking of it. Defamatory. So you feel may have affected how people at work see you, or a partnership of some description, okay, with this Libra card. But in terms of whether they actually regret it, I feel like they change their mind a lot about whether they do. Okay, I don't feel like their opinion about that is set in stone. That was immediately what I thought when I saw this flexible energy. And I just feel like because of Libra here, Libra as a sign likes things to be just, likes things to be fair, balanced, equal. So they may themselves think that this was the right thing to do. Whether it was the right thing towards you, they may have felt like it was the right or just thing to do for the benefit of others or for the benefit of themselves in some way. But it does feel like they didn't come at this situation with any kind of love or care. I'm just having some coffee. It feels like, like almost their heart wasn't in the right place. Okay, it doesn't feel like, it's certainly again towards you. They may feel like their heart was in the right place collectively, but then it could also be that this was sneakily done in some way, but it still affects how you're viewed by others, because Libra doesn't naturally like confrontation. So this may have actually been done behind your back, or this may have been, there's been lots of gossip. I'm seeing the 5 of Swords here. I'm going to pull some tarot in a minute anyway, but I'm seeing something about, again, other people seeing or gossiping or rumors being spread. And this person feels like they've got a lot of power in some way. So they may even feel like they've got a lot of influence, a lot of power, a lot of people that will listen to them, or they kind of feel like they're smarter than everybody. And they may feel like they're smarter than you in some way. Okay, but I know this might be painful to hear, but obviously this wasn't necessarily going to be a very pleasant reading anyway. But obviously if you clicked on this reading, you're clearly needing clarity on this. Okay, but yeah, like I said, this person doesn't necessarily, I don't feel like they've got a vendetta against you or anything, or they didn't have when they did whatever this thing was to you. But so again, it's this bit of a self-righteousness here. Like they feel like, yeah, this was the right thing to do, or this, this is what you deserved in some way. But not necessarily like they wanted to bring you down. Like that's almost not what I'm seeing, because it may have just also been quite impulsive. This person may have a bit of, what's the word? That impulsive kind of nature. Like they do things instinctively without really thinking, and maybe not in the kindest of ways, but we'll see. Let me just get some more information. Do they regret what they did? Now, this could also be that they were flipping between different decisions, or they were showing you different sides of themselves as well. Or like maybe this person also is like, they're always on the fence. They're not ever like at your side defending you or defending any one person in particular. Like they will morph like a chameleon. Whoever they're talking to, like they'll be on their side. Okay, and whoever they're talking to next, they'll be on their side. Like they just, like I said, stay on the fence. They don't want the confrontation, but they're happy to stir the pot. Okay, let's get some more information, please. Do they regret what they did to you? Page of Wands. I'm just really drawn in by the bunnies. You guys know I love bunnies. I miss my bunnies. It's so cute. But it almost feels like maybe like the predator prey. Like they may have seen you as prey in some way. Okay. Queen of Coins reversed. So again, look, we've got Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So again, a potential financial connection here to this, or financial motivation even. Let's see. Do they internally regret what they did to you? Yes or no? Do they regret it? No, I don't feel like they do. To be straight up with you, Group 1, I don't feel like they do. And I've just seen what's on the bottom of the deck here, Ten of Swords. I feel like the person, they acknowledge that they've really hurt you. Okay, but I just feel like this person is quite selfish. And I feel like in some way, they're even celebrating what they did. And it just gives me the ick even seeing this, because knowing that they've hurt you, and the fact that they feel no remorse, no guilt, no shame about it, just gives me the ick. And I just feel like you deserved more than this, Group 1. But it just feels like, again, this person is very self-serving. They're only thinking about number one, me, and they may even dress this up as, I'm altruistic, I want to help other people, I'm a really good person. But again, I feel like somebody that's really truly good to the core, and I don't mean as a whole, they might have good and bad parts to them, but it's not kind. It's not kind the way that they're acting. They shouldn't be celebrating the fact that they brought you down in some way, because that's what I'm seeing here. Like they caused a loss to you, or caused you to feel insecure, caused you to question yourself. Like they have initiated this. They added the fuel to this fire, and they're kind of celebrating that. So, I hate that. I hate it. But I don't feel like I need to go on too much more about this. That's what you wanted to know. Do they regret it? No. But hopefully that will help give you I'm going to roll the dice now, but some clarity about what you should do. Because maybe you've been thinking about forgiving this person, or maybe you needed to know that they don't really care so you could move on. Okay, we've got Capricorn, we've got Venus, and we've got the number 8. So Capricorn, another Earth sign energy, and we've got Venus, interestingly, who rules Taurus, Earth, and Libra, air. So yeah, I really feel like there's a financial connection here, a work connection, or again, this could even be somebody that you've lived with, for instance. Okay, you could have a financial tie there. But Venus can also represent love and relationships and what we find pleasure in. And yeah, it almost feels like they've taken a little bit of pleasure in bringing you down. Oh, yeah. The more I read into this, the more I dislike what I see. And I just feel like this person, the thing is, you couldn't have done anything else though. Okay, because I feel like this person would have just done this anyway. I feel like they were intimidated by you on a deeper level. Okay, I don't feel like, again, this was so conscious of them. But yeah, they feel justified and they've got gratification. But again, to be this type of person, to be so callous, they're going to get this back to them. Okay, justice will come back to bite them. Don't you worry, always does. You don't need to do a damn thing. It'll happen. Now we've got the number 8 here as well. 8s. Yeah, the infinity symbol is just what's really standing out to me about the number 8. And the going round and round. So I feel like this person is going to like continue this. I don't know if there could be a continuation of this, they would continue it. Like they would continue to gossip or continue to bring you down. I don't know. Or continue this way of being. Like they'll continue doing this to other people. But again, as the infinity, what goes around again, what comes around goes back around. What goes around, you know, what is that saying? What goes around comes around. Okay, and that is what's going to happen to this person. Even though I know you didn't ask that, but I feel like you needed to hear that, to be quite honest. Anyway, I really do hope that this has helped. I hope it's brought you the clarity that you needed today. And please do feel free to comment below if it made sense for you. Would love to have your feedback. And I appreciate all of your support when it comes to this channel. Thank you so much. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link is down below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take good care. Okay, group number 2. Let's take a look at whether this person regrets what they did to you. Okay, so I'm going to look at the oracle cards first, and then I will look at the tarot as well. Okay, so we've got the loyal heart card. Now the energy oracle cards I only read in the upright. Not the energy, the wisdom cards I read in the upright only. Most of my oracle cards I only read upright, by the way. I know some people get funny about it, but I have my own particular ways of doing things. There's only 2 oracle decks that I read in both reversals. Tarot, I always read reversals. But this deck is, I don't know what's coming out, whether it's upright or reversed, but I always read this in reversals as well. Just a heads up. Okay, we've got the Thinking Woman and the Angel of Strength. Okay. Sagittarius and then Nurture. Okay. It's interesting that this question is about regret, but then we've got all of this loyalty that's coming through. Because obviously this person has done something wrong, otherwise you wouldn't be here. But yet they do feel a sense of loyalty to you, which is interesting. Definitely strong Leo energy is coming through here. Okay, lots of fire. Obviously we've got Sagittarius there too. But I feel like the other fixed signs are coming through as well. Aquarius, Scorpio and Taurus, which you may resonate with in your situation. But yeah, I don't know. Something about loyalty is big here. So even though, I'm not sure yet whether they do regret this. I'm going to pull the tarot, which I feel will definitely give that clarification. As I continue reading, it may come through, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet whether they feel regret as such. But I feel like they still feel loyal to you. So, but you might be like, how on earth do they feel loyal to me? Because they weren't loyal to me in the first place. But I guess this is coming from their perspective, isn't it? So in their own mind, in their hearts, they feel like they do have a strong loyalty to you. And they have a lot of passion for you as well. Now with Sagittarius, this can represent long distance travel, higher learning, but also like gossip, okay? Because Sagittarius can be like the torch passer, or like, you know, the baton in a relay race. Like that's the energy of Sagittarius, you know, holding on, passing it on to the next person, passing it on to the next person. So this very well could have been, yeah, some kind of gossip or rumor that was started. They may have shared things about you that you weren't happy with. Maybe you confided in confidence with them about something. Oh, sorry if you can hear that. 1 second. Sorry about that. I can hear some noise, background noise coming through, so hopefully you can't hear it. Anyway, yeah, so again, like I said, this could be something about something being shared. If you felt like you told them something in confidence and they shared it with someone else. But this could also be that they shared it, say they're in a couple, or say, yeah, there's like one person that they're really close to and you might have told them something in confidence and they shared it with that person. So they may have even been triggered by who to have loyalty to, because if they felt loyal to you but also loyal to another person. So that may be why I'm getting confused about whether they're actually regretting it, because they may feel like they regretted hurting you, but they also felt like they had to do the right thing by somebody else that they were loyal to, and they felt like they were in an impossible situation. Possibly. Okay. So let's see. We've got Ceres there, nurture, and then flowers. So yeah, do you know what? With that, immediately I'm getting that they do regret. They do actually regret, because I feel like they in some way want to make it up to you. So they may actually want to bring you flowers to say sorry, or give you some other kind of gift. Okay, so yeah, I am sensing that, but I will get the tarot in a second just to get more clarity. Yeah, let me just get it now actually, because I'm confused also by this thinking woman in reversed. In reversed? In reverse. Now, this may be that they've been overthinking the situation, or they're not sure as to how you feel, but let me just see. Do they regret? Do they regret? Do they regret what they did to you? Do they regret what they did? Knight of Cups. Do they regret what they did? The Lover's reversed. Queen of Coins. Do they regret what they did? Eight of Wands. Ten of Cups. See, none of these cards now are showing regret. So this is a tricky one, Group 2. This is, because it almost feels like they may not regret what they did, but at the same time, they still want to make things up to you. That's the feeling that I get. So, which seems a bit backwards to me, but maybe it makes sense to you. But there's a part of them that, yeah, they regret. Maybe they regret how they went about something. Because with this Knight of Cups in reverse, like it feels like maybe they were being emotionally manipulative, okay? Or they weren't really using their emotion to think about you in this situation. Like it feels like they were, yeah, maybe putting other people first, because we've got the Lovers card. This could be a third party situation. Okay, we've also got the Ten of Cups, which can represent family. So this could have a family connection. Could be a family member or some connection to a family member. Children even. But then I'm seeing this couple here with the Lovers separating, splitting. So it could have something to do with that. But yeah, it feels like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing the regret. I'm not seeing any cards of mental anguish or guilt or pain or suffering in that way. It all very much feels like maybe they got what they wanted. This is the thing. Ten of Cups in the end position, they may have got something that they wanted out of this. And so they feel like if they hadn't have done what they did, they wouldn't be where they are now, or they wouldn't have what they have now. So in that respect, yeah, they may, in a ruthless way, they may not feel like they actually regret what they did, although they may be sorry about what they did. Because again, that could be a different matter, couldn't it? as to whether they actually feel sorry. I'm going to ask that though. I mean, I wasn't going to do that, but I feel drawn to look at that because, again, they may regret, like they may not regret and wish that they've done things differently, but they may be sorry for how they did it or why they did it. Let me see. Do they actually feel sorry? Are they sorry for what they did? Are they sorry for what they did? Five of Cups reverse. I'm sorry. Yeah, you know what? I do feel they are sorry, in a way. But at the same time, I feel like they've kind of gotten over it. Okay, so they may be over what they did, or they may feel like you're over what they did to you. Okay, Five of Cups reverse is a release of pain and a release of, suffering and heartbreak. But then there's King of Cups here, possible water sign energy here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But it's like this person does have this cup of love and like this cup of sorry. That's what I'm feeling from them. And I feel like they've evolved actually to this point of truly being sorry. But then again, look, they've got this immaturity here with the Fool. So they may not be ready to give you that apology at this time. But this could also be that they're sorry for acting so impulsively. So if they did something that, was very irrational or reckless, they are sorry for that, okay? But it's like I said, I don't feel like they're sorry for how things actually resulted for them, okay? So even if that put you in a negative position, because I feel like this is almost where you may have felt, and you may have ended up here, group 2, Queen of Coins reversed. Whether or not you're a man or a woman doesn't matter, but this feeling of insecurity, a lack of safety, a lack of trust, okay? So let me just look at the dice to finish this. Do they regret what they did? Are they sorry? Okay, we've got the number 8, Neptune, and Aquarius. I feel like they've been having dreams about you and about the situation, okay? I feel like their subconscious actually regrets this more than their conscious mind. Okay, because Neptune can be like what things we're not aware of or things that are deceiving us. And I feel like their own mind is deceiving them at times that they are fine. Like they're just pushing it aside. They're not dealing with the pain or the guilt. They're not dealing with that. Because Aquarius there as well could be quite emotionally detached. And I just feel like, they're not dealing with what they've done. But at the same time, it is eating them up. Okay, it's eating them up from the inside out. And that is the thing. They don't realize the ways in which the guilt will get to them. Okay, it'll manifest in other ways if they don't acknowledge it or make amends. They may think that they're okay with it, but to the core, as a human being, they won't be, because they know that they've done something wrong and they know that they haven't rectified it and they know they've hurt somebody in the process. So that will start to eat away at their self-esteem over time. So it's more of a slow burn, okay? An insidious, karmic retribution, okay? And I feel like it's self-sabotage. So I feel like this person will actually end up imploding if they don't decide to, that they need to rectify it, that they need to make amends and at least apologize. Sorry about that. Fire alarm just went off. Interesting at the very end of this reading. Yeah, I feel like that's a warning to them. Like they may even be receiving warnings at the moment that they need to, like I said, make these amends, but they may be ignoring it. The number 8, we've got the number 8 that's come through twice here. I mean, this may be a specific number that resonates. Could be their birth date, could be yours. Could be a time frame in which they actually come back, or they may decide to make amends. We'll see. And then the Aquarius energy. Yeah, like I said, they're not too emotionally invested, but however, I do think they still think about you. Even though they try to brush aside what happened or how they may have upset or betrayed you, it may even be that you still haunt this person. And I feel like you'll haunt them for quite a long time, because again, that loyal energy that's coming through, and Aquarius being fixed, is immovable. So they're not going to be able to get rid of you in their mind for a very long time. So there it is, group 2. I hope that this resonates. Please feel free to share below if this does, if it makes sense. Would love to have your feedback. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take good care. Okay, group number 3. Let's take a look if they regret what they did to you. So I'm going to look at these oracle cards first, and then we'll look at the tarot. Okay, so we have round and round. First chakra, the thinking man. Solar flares, activate. Progressions, journey. Do they regret? So far, I've not received any immediate clarity once I pulled the cards out as to whether they feel regret. It usually takes me a couple of minutes, I've noticed, or even to pull the tarot, but I'm getting the same thing here. At this moment, I can't tell just yet, but just give it time. Okay, now the round and round, I mean, they are ruminating. They are ruminating about this and whether, whether they did the right thing. But obviously they can be ruminating, they can be thinking about things, which they certainly are with the thinking man. They are thinking about this non-stop. But they may be questioning themselves as to whether they actually regret it, because obviously regret means that they wish that they'd done something differently in terms of themselves. Do they wish that they had treated you differently, that they'd gone about this in a different way? Perhaps. They're definitely considering it. They are considering that they may have done the wrong thing. But this is where I feel like that they go back and forth a lot. Because I feel like one minute they do feel like, oh, why did I say that? Or why did I do that to group 3? Why? And then the next minute, I had to do that. What other choice did I have? This was it. There was no other way. So they definitely are going through a lot of internalized battles, okay? Within their own minds, they're fighting themselves about this. Because I also feel like here, they're fighting between their physical self, their physical body, their physical urges, and then their mind. Yeah, there's a lot of this conflict going on between what their body wants, or these instinctive urges or actions they feel drawn to take, between what they logically think is the right thing to do in some way. But it has activated them in some way with solar flares. There's a lot of fire coming through here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So they may be feeling like they may have acted very impulsively or recklessly, and they're wondering whether they should have had more self-discipline or restraint in this situation, and whether they should have just taken a step back and waited to see how the land lies. But progressions, maybe this is because they wanted something to progress. Maybe this was that they wanted it to happen faster than maybe you were ready for. Or maybe it was the way that they responded to you wanting to progress things. If they may have felt under pressure, and then they may have snapped at you, for instance, or they may have said something that they can't take back. But it's definitely something about movement forward, something that's growing, something that needs to move on or to move forwards and together in some way. And it's interesting, we've got a lot of masculine energy here. I mean, you could be a masculine watching this, or you could be asking about a masculine. Maybe this is a man who has betrayed you, or has betrayed your trust, or somebody you don't feel like you can trust, or maybe you're thinking you're not sure whether you can trust. Okay, because I'm seeing, like I said, this battle going on here. Yeah, I need more clarity. Let's do this. Let's look at the tarot. Do they regret what they did? Group 3, do they regret what they did to you? 4 of Cups. Oh. King of Coins. Do they regret what they did to you? 7 of Cups. The Fool. 3 of Cups. Before I say any more, I'm going to ask, I don't want to give anything away with the other piles, but it's just a curious energy I'm picking up on here. Okay. I'll just keep my mouth shut for the minute. Hold on. Are they sorry? Are they sorry for what they did? Four of Wands. Are they sorry for what they did? Are they sorry for hurting you? Are they sorry? I feel like this person... Oh, it's giving me a headache. Like, I feel like they want to apologize to you, but as much as I hate to say it, I feel like it's very much self-serving. Like they would only apologize to you because they want something from you, not because they genuinely feel it. Because, again, I see no cards of regret, no cards of mental anguish, no cards of, mental pain or suffering, or no cards of going backwards, like the Six of Swords reverse or something, Death card reverse, wishing they could change the past. I don't see any of that. Even this Four of Cups, this could have come out reverse, which would show regret. And no, this person, they're very, very stubborn. Very stubborn. And I feel like they do find it hard to accept responsibility and take accountability for their wrongdoings. Okay, they're very selfish, and I feel like they're very much financially driven, okay? Or very much about their own physical health. For some of you, this person is work obsessed, or they are like gym obsessed or something, obsessed with their own appearance, obsessed with looking themselves in the mirror. Yeah, and I feel like they have a ruthless edge to them, okay? But I also see something about boredom here. So it may be that they did this out of boredom. This could be a third-party situation here, okay? We've got Three of Cups, which could show, another person interfering. Maybe they interfered in a connection of yours. This could be a friend, okay? This could be a friend or an ex-friend. Okay, Three of Cups can represent friendships, or friendships gone awry, or even acquaintances. Okay, maybe not even somebody you class as a friend, but an acquaintance, possibly a colleague. Yeah, or they could have been, like, for instance, they might have gone after an ex. Like, they could have gone after an ex of yours or something like that. But I just feel like this person is a bit of an opportunist. They take what's in front of them. I mean, and that can be a really good thing at times. They take the opportunities that present themselves, but obviously sometimes not. Not every opportunity that comes our way we need to take. And sometimes it may cause pain to other people. But I feel like they certainly weren't thinking about other people at the time they did this. They weren't considering you or your feelings or how this would affect you. But even afterwards, in terms of, are they actually sorry? If they got something from this, if they feel like they won something from this, or they got something from you, they're happy that they did. Maybe even if this is a reaction, maybe they just wanted a reaction from you, so they're celebrating that. Okay, or again, if they managed to secure money or another person, a sexual encounter, whatever that may be, they are celebrating that. So yeah, I just don't get the best of energies from this person at all. They very much like to be in control here with the Emperor, card of Aries. But it feels like in some way they think that they've got protection. Like they see themselves as being very well protected, and that may also be why they do the things that they do, because they feel like they'll always come out the other side of this okay. Like maybe they have family or friends or people connected in higher places or something, and so they feel like that gives them an overinflated sense of power and feeds their ego. I mean, this person, like I said, is very egoic. But here, this page of coins, this Three of Wands, like I said, they may actually offer you the apology. They may have already apologized to you. So obviously if they already have, then they feel like they don't need to give you any more. If they haven't apologized to you, it's like they don't intend to like take action towards it. Or for instance, say they owed you money, like as an example, they would say sorry for owing you money, but then not give you the money. Like that's the disparity I see between whether they actually feel sorry and what they're willing to do about it. Okay, because it feels like they're not willing to travel here to take action. Maybe they're at a distance, but in some way they may not be, willing to take action to make amends here. Okay, and then we have Gemini, Venus, and the number 9. So Gemini, yeah, I feel like this person certainly has like two different sides to themselves, two different faces. And again, maybe even two different opinions about this situation. Like this person, I don't feel like is, I don't know, they can be very rigid and stubborn in some ways, and other times, like I said, they've got that impulsiveness to them where they take action without really thinking about it. Yeah, but I also, yeah, I just feel like something about them being two-faced. Say one thing to your face and one thing behind your back. Or again, they say one thing but they act in another way. I mean, Venus, like I said, this could definitely represent something connected to relationships or money. Okay, it's things we take pleasure in. And I feel like in a way that this person took pleasure in this, and maybe even communicating something with Gemini or this air energy. Like if they were, yeah, if this was to do with communicating to somebody, they may have enjoyed that. Okay, and they don't regret that part of it, I'm sorry to say. But then not nine of something, just the number nine. I feel like this person may actually be getting closer, if anything, getting closer to feeling actual regret. But it may be that it takes something else to collapse first for them to feel regret. Because sometimes, as human beings, we may not feel regret until either the same thing is done to us. Obviously, that's what we have empathy for, so we don't have to do things, horrible things, to experience it. But, you know, again, we're all humans and we're, you know, going through our own journeys, learning experiences. But it may be, yeah, that it takes them to, you know, have a taste of their own medicine for them to actually have regret, or for, again, the situation to collapse, or even to see you thriving in some way may cause them to start actually feeling the guilt and shame that they should do for what they did. So that's what I'm getting there. I hope that this resonates with you, Group 3. Please do feel free to clarify below. Give us feedback if it made sense. We'd love to know. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link is also below for you. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take good care. Okay, group number 4. Let's take a look at whether this person regrets what they did to you. Do they regret what they did to you? So I'm going to look at the oracle cards first, and then I shall look at the tarot messages. Do they regret what they did to you? Oh. I don't know why I'm surprised, but like, why is all of this dark energy coming through? But obviously, there's going to be dark energy when we're looking at the topic of regret, because obviously there was some kind of pain, betrayal that's caused this need for this reading, okay? But, yeah, so I need to stop being surprised with, oh, so dark. But do they regret it? I mean, the sun reversed could represent a no, but I don't want to say that too quickly, okay? Because I feel like I need to get in more into this first, okay? I need to read what else comes through. And I will be looking at the tarot, which will definitely give us that final clarity. But the envy card is what I'm really drawn to here. Okay, and that this person, they didn't like what you had. And they wanted what you had. So I feel like whatever they did to you, it was motivated by envy. So this person has been jealous of you. And I feel like they've been jealous of you for a long time. But they're only looking at this polished version of you. Okay, because I feel like this is you in this exchanging gifts. I feel like in some way you stand out, okay? You gain a lot of attention. A lot of people notice you, recognize you. You may be somebody in the public eye. You may be somebody that's very popular or very well known in your local community or through social media. Could even be an influencer of some kind. Because I just feel like there's a lot of eyes on you. But this one person in particular, I mean, this may have been somebody that was closer to you. I mean, we have Uranus change, which can represent Aquarius, and Aquarius can represent friendships. So it could be a friend. Okay, obviously it could be any kind of connection here. Could even be a fan, like I said, or a follower or something. But yeah, I just feel like this person is seethes with this envy. But that's because they have a lack inside. They have something that is missing and they're projecting it onto you. They're projecting their lack onto you because instead of actually trying to attain whatever it is that you have that they desire, they would rather try to take you down than bring themselves back up. And this is the problem, because this person sees and feels like it would be a lot more effort to be the way that you are. Maybe this is about money. Maybe you have a lot more money than them. Maybe you are much more attractive, or maybe you just are more lucky, or maybe you have a lovely relationship or something. You have something that this person was missing. But instead of this person, working on it and turning inwards and saying, hey, you know what? Why am I feeling this way? Why am I projecting this onto this person? What is it that I need to do to attain those things, or to fill, or to heal that void that's within me that's causing me to project this envious energy onto you? And obviously, it's not like this person has just sat on the sidelines and felt envious but not done anything. They've clearly done something, otherwise you wouldn't be here. So they've obviously acted upon this feeling of jealousy and wanting to bring you down. You know, they've got a lot of inner healing that they need to do, a lot of work, because this person isn't happy. They're not happy with their own life, and they need to learn how to water their own garden before they try and poison yours. Okay, because that's the energy that they're in as well. Instead of, oh, I'll just water my garden every day, they'll just pour grass killer on yours. Like, what's the point? It takes just as much energy to do the same thing, but this person doesn't see that. And instead of feeling like they're going to be leveled up being connected to you or in your presence, they feel like it diminishes them in some way. So it's like their mindset is very naturally negative. They see the negative in everything rather than the positives. So they're very pessimistic. And for instance, if this is a friend or was a friend, then instead of thinking, as you seem to be doing well in your life, instead of thinking, hey, you know, by being close to this person, this may help to elevate me. And even in a selfish way, even if they have to term it that way, not just being happy for your happiness, but even if they were to think about it in another aspect. But instead of doing that, you know, thinking they're going to level up, they again just, all it does is like they turn the knife inwards and they go, oh, well, I'm just not good enough. And they just start beating themselves up and up and up. Okay. Because I feel like this person is desperate to be recognized in the same way that you are. Okay. They feel like they either have as much to offer or maybe even better to offer, but they're not seeing everything that you've done and all of the hard work that it's taken for you to get to where you are. And they don't either see or acknowledge, because especially if they're somebody that knows you very well, they're not acknowledging the fact that all the hardships you've been through, and they just look at the goods, they just look at the shiny, the new, the happy, but they're not looking at things realistically in that way. And like I said, it's all projection. This person is desperate to be noticed, and maybe even noticed by you, because if you ignored them or you weren't noticing them, and they may have then gone, okay, you're not going to notice me, you'll notice me now when I do something negative. So yeah, either way, this person wanted your attention, or they wanted to bring you down a peg or two from receiving attention from other people. Yeah. Now, this could be to do with an invitation of some kind with a descendant. So I don't know whether that maybe they didn't invite you to something. So yeah, so for instance, they say they're having a really big party or something and you're friends with them, and then they decide not to invite you over something really petty. Okay, it could be that. Or like not invite you to something more important, like their wedding, or I don't know, what other events are important in some way. Something about an invitation. Or maybe you didn't invite them to something and they're angry or seething about that as well. Or maybe you invited somebody they didn't like, or something about an invitation, a meeting, or maybe you cancelled a meeting with them or something. Yeah, but they just don't seem to be happy about that at all. Again, whether they regret it or not yet, not sure. I'm going to pull some more cards and see in a moment, but this Uranus energy, this Aquarian vibes here, I don't know whether this person, maybe they took you completely by surprise and you weren't expecting this when they did it. I hope you can't hear the gardeners outside. So much noise disruption today. But yeah, I don't know whether, this came out of the blue. It may have come out of the blue. This may have also been through social media of some kind, because Aquarius can represent technology and groups of people. But again, this could be, like I said, an event. Like maybe, for instance, you only had 2 tickets, and you chose 2 other people, and maybe this is something that even happened a long time ago, but they've been holding on to it like as a grudge. They may be holding a grudge about it. Okay, you might be like, oh my God, that was like 5 years ago, and they're still upset about that now. Yeah, if that resonates, they definitely have an issue with that. But again, I feel like this person has really struggled to get their own acknowledgement. Okay, and a lot of their own positive things have been ignored in some way. But then it's just like a vicious circle for this person, because they feel they get ignored, then they try to get attention, but they're doing it from a place of feeling negative and pessimistic, and then that keeps being reflected back to them. So they keep ending up in this very negative spiral. Okay, but let's just see. But do they have regrets? And I'm going to separate it, because the question, and look at, do they regret it and are they sorry? Because I realize those two things are actually quite different, because someone can regret their actions, but whether they are actually sorry for it, I feel like it is a different thing. Because they can regret it and wish they didn't do it, okay, but they might feel like they're glad they did it, but they're sorry that they did it, you know? So anyway, let's see. Do they regret what they did to you? Group 4, do they regret what they did? 8 of Wands. The Fool. Do they regret what they did? Knight of Wands. The Chariot. Do they regret what they did? Okay, and are they sorry for what they did? Are they sorry for what they did? Queen of Wands. Are they sorry for what they did? The Sun in reverse. We've got the Sun twice here. Are they sorry for what they did? 4 of Wands. Okay. I don't feel like they're sorry. But the Sun reversed twice, I don't feel like they're sorry. And I'm not seeing any emotion here. I feel like this person is way too self-absorbed to see what they've done here. Okay, I'd say this is the most delusional out of all of the piles. The person that's got the least self-awareness, the least empathy, the least care, okay, because they're so broken inside. Like, in that respect, I feel sorry for this person, but at the same time, they really don't help themselves. They really don't. You know, they're very, very stubborn, they're set in their ways. And the thing is, with this Queen of Wands, she takes action. Like, she doesn't just, again, sit behind the scenes, feel a certain type of way, but not act, try to heal, try to work on it. She will take action and do those nasty things that she intends to do. Okay, and so, yeah, or he decides to do. It's just, in terms of this question, it's not a pleasant response from what I'm seeing here. I mean, this 3 of Coins, again, I don't feel like they're sorry, but I feel like they're trying to learn something. I don't know what they're trying to learn, but they know that they need to learn a lesson of some kind. So if they did get like karmic backlash because of this, or something bad did happen to them, I feel like they want to learn from that. But it doesn't feel like it's coming from a kindness or a place of empathy about you. Oh, I need to learn not to hurt people again. It's more about, how can I not get caught again? Or how could I improve in my deceptive or betraying ways? Like, oh, I really don't like this energy at all. But again, what did I expect from this question? I don't know, maybe I was just hoping for a little bit more people to have more understanding, but it is what it is. Sometimes it can be about the timing. If this just happened, then, you know, it might take a bit longer. That's the thing. It may take a few months. Sometimes it takes years. I remember I received an email from somebody, which I'm certainly not going to share any details about to keep their privacy, but I received an email from someone many, many years after they had betrayed me. And yeah, sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes it takes people to be shaken up in different ways, to lose things, to have a taste of their own medicine, to actually feel that energy of regret. But at this time, no. Like, again, they may regret how they did it though, because I'm seeing all of this energy of them acting very hastily and like trying to burn something down, acting recklessly, and then stopping, putting a pause. Like, they wish that they had taken some time. So I really feel like they may have got some kind of backlash, because this Four of Wands here as well, like they're not happy with how it resulted. So they either didn't manage to bring you down or actually outwardly affect you that they know of, or they may have even, like I said, had like say they're like, what do you call them? Like the village people with torches, like ready to burn down the witch or whatever. But then they go along with the torches, and then they end up being turned back on them, and everyone's then chasing them with the torches. So they may have had, like I said, this kind of backlash against what they did. So they're not happy with what they did or how they did it, rather. But this is the thing again with them. I feel like they wish that they had taken a step back. They wish that they'd waited before they either opened their mouth, acted on something. So they are learning a level of discipline, but again, I do feel it comes from a somewhat selfish place, okay? Because again, it's more about, because if the thing is, if this situation had worked out for them, if they were happy with how it worked out, then I don't feel like they'd be thinking about making any changes or adapting. I feel like they'd still very much be in the energy of, okay, this was it. This is what was meant to do, and they'll feel that victory from that. But because it didn't work out, that's the only reason I feel like they're not considering that they actually regret it. So yeah, I'm sorry to say that. I know it must be painful to hear, but obviously if this person is capable of doing this to you, then the likelihood they're going to have that much regret this early on, or again, maybe it's not this early on, depending on how long this has been. But like I said, it may take a lot longer. It may never come for this person. But I would say good riddance if it never comes. But we've got the moon, we've got Sagittarius, we've got the number 9. And I just feel like that 9 is about, again, holding on, but holding on to a grudge. Like, I would say if you haven't cut off this person, it may be wise to, or to certainly distance yourself, okay? Because this person, again, isn't making any positive changes on the inside. I feel like they'll just get better and better at covering their tracks. So just something to be aware of here. I mean, and I feel like this person, they are very, very emotional, very sensitive. And I feel like this may also be why they struggle, because they've got a lot of negative emotion. And especially with Sagittarius there, being ruled by the planet Jupiter, the planet of expansion. So I feel like their emotions are very expansive, maybe even volatile. Okay, very, very deep. They may have some emotional issues or disturbances. Okay, and I feel like they're very quick to temper. And this is a lot of the time their problem. Again, they're too impulsive. They don't allow their emotions to settle for a minute before they take action or say things. They're very quick to temper, quick to make a point, quick to even take some kind of negative or envious action. So yeah, just something to be aware of with this person, but obviously your life to do with as you wish. But either way, I hope that this reading has brought you the clarity that you needed today, and please feel free to share with me your thoughts if this made sense for you. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is just below for you. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take good care.